Hello, my beautiful yogis. Heidi Rosie here, bringing you a morning movement flow. Just like all my other classes, you can do this at other times, not only in the morning, but it is always just so great to start your day with some sort of movement in the body. So go ahead and find your space, wherever that is, rolling out your yoga mat, finding that comfortable seat, allowing your eyes to close and begin to tune into yourself. If you are beginning your morning with this practice, beginning your day, letting these moments set the tone, not only for your practice, but for the entire day. Finding stillness before movement. Letting that be your mantra. First, find stillness. Find that quiet, that calm, before you begin to engage the rest of the body, the mind, the limbs. You can even take that practice off of your mat. Bringing that practice into conversations. Many times there are things that we say, and if we would have taken a moment of stillness, of silence, before responding, the outcome could be totally different. And that's why in yoga we always begin in meditation, in stillness, to allow the body, the mind, the soul to prepare itself for what's to come. Slowly begin to deepen the breath. Inhaling through the nose, audible exhale out the mouth. Again, just like that, inhale through the nose. And that audible exhale out the mouth. Using that same force, that same energy with your next inhale, but keeping the lips closed as you exhale. Letting yourself begin to cultivate that Ujjayi pranayama, that victorious breath. In and out through the nose. But there's that constriction in the back of your throat. And it's making that audible sound. From your seated position, gently move yourself to your hands and knees. Eyes can stay closed or gaze is soft. From your hands and knees, begin to make circles with the body, moving towards the right first. Warming up the shoulders, finding a little bit of movement in the hips. Spine is neutral. Go ahead and switch directions. Making circles towards the left. Continuing to focus on your breathing. Finding stillness, inhale, lift the heart and chest. Low belly drops towards the floor. Exhale, cat like your spine, chin to chest. Inhale, roll the heart and chest forward. Exhale, curl it in, cat-like your spine. Letting the body begin to wake up nice and slowly. Inhale, draw the heart and chest forward. Adding any other movements that you need here. Cat-like your spine, rounding it all in. Tuck the chin with an exhale. And then opening up through the heart and chest. Inhale. Smiling your collarbones open. A couple more rounds. Again, adding any extra movements that you need here. Swing side to side, maybe holding in one posture to the other. Your next inhale, finding a neutral spine. Tuck your toes under. Sending your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Let the knees be bent a lot if you need to first thing. Relax through the head and the neck. Nodding at yes and no. Pedaling out your heels. Bending into one knee as you straighten the other leg. Gazing to the top of your hands. Step your feet to the top of your mat. Keep those knees bent a lot. Hooking opposite elbows or interlacing your hand behind your head. Feel free to add some movement here. Maybe a little bounce in the knees feels good. Shifting your weight forwards and backwards. Slowly beginning to wake up your hamstrings, your calves. Inhale, fingertips to shins. Reach the crown of your head forward. And then exhale, fold it in. Again, just like that, inhale, lift and lengthen, flat back, low belly draws in, reach the crown of your head forward. Exhale, fold it in, bend your knees a lot, roll yourself all the way up to standing, nice and slow. And then roll your shoulder blades down and away from your ears. Sweep the arms up overhead, grab your left wrist with your right hand. I'm going to turn to face the camera so you can see me. Holding on to your left hand, crescent over towards the right, giving yourself a nice side body stretch. Oh, it should feel so good in the morning. You can take your gaze up towards the sky. And then inhale to center, switching sides. Left hand around your right wrist. Inhale to lift, to pull that right arm up and over. Big inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, reach, lift. This time as you exhale, interlace your hands behind your neck or behind your head. Open your elbows up towards the back. Take a gaze up towards the ceiling, a mini back bend here. And then as you exhale, forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Big inhale, roll all the way up to standing. One vertebrae at a time. Exhale, roll your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, arms up overhead. Right wrist grabs your right fingers grab your left wrist. Inhale, reach towards the right. Side bend towards the right. Inhale, back through center, switching sides, left fingers around your right wrist. And then crescent or side bend over towards the left. Inhale to center, interlace your hands behind your back. Exhale. Inhale, press your head into your hands, open up through the heart and chest. Gaze is slightly towards the ceiling, little back bend here. And then as you exhale, folding yourself all the way to the ground. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back. Pause for a moment in high plank. Then exhale, send your hips up and back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right foot towards the sky. Exhale, step your right foot in between your hands. For crescent lunge, left heel stays lifted. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Crescent lunge, tuck your tailbone under. Gaze is towards the ceiling or out across your nose. One more inhale here. Exhale, hands frame the right foot. Lift the left foot up towards the sky, standing splits or standing L. Working towards straightening your right leg as your left heel reaches towards the sky. Inhale, halfway lift, flattening out your back. As you exhale, ground your left heel, your left foot to the earth. We're moving towards reversed warrior. Lunge into your right leg. Left hand down your left thigh as your right arm reaches up and back. Reversed warrior. Nice deep lunge in that right leg. Big inhale here. Exhale, twisted lunge. Take your left elbow, cross it over your right thigh, palms to touch. Woo. Thumbs at your heart center. Twisting through your low belly. Your next exhale, ground your left knee to the earth. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Low lunge. One more inhale here. Exhale, left hand to the earth inside your right leg. Inhale, reach your right arm towards the sky. One more inhale. Exhale, right hand to the mat. Tuck your left toes. Lift your left knee up off of the mat. Step your right foot to meet your left. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left foot towards the sky. Exhale, step your left foot in between your hands. Right heel stays lifted for crescent lunge, lunging deeply into your left leg. Reach your arms up. Crescent lunge. One more inhale here. Moving to standing splits, hands frame your left foot. Lift your right toes up off of your mat as you fold forward over your standing left leg. Right heel reaches towards the sky. Inhale, halfway lift. Gaze is forward. Exhale, plant your right foot to the earth at the back of your mat. Lunge deeply into your left leg. Reverse warrior. Inhale as your right hand comes down your right thigh. Reach your left arm up and over. Lunging deeply into your left leg. One more inhale here. Exhale for the twist. Cross your right elbow over your left thigh. Palms to touch, thumbs at your heart center. Prayer twist. Inhale here. Exhale, lower your right knee to the mat. Untuck your right foot. Inhale, unwind, reach your arms up towards the sky, low lunge. Exhale, right hand to the inside of your left foot. Inhale, lift your left arm towards the sky. Exhale, left hand to the earth. Tuck your right toes under, lift your right knee, send your left foot to meet your right. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, bring your big toes to touch. Take your knees about as wide as your yoga mat. Untuck your toes. Press your hips back towards your heels. Forehead to the mat, Balasana, Child's Pose. Couple breaths here. Allowing the head and neck to relax and the shoulders to be soft. And breathing in and out through the nose. Feeling the hips resting down on your heels. Couple more breaths here. This is a great time to come back to that mantra. Finding stillness first. Finding that quiet, that calm before you move, before you act. Inhale slowly, rise up to hands and knees. From hands and knees, lower all the way down onto your belly. Bring your elbows underneath your shoulders, your palms face forward, tops of your feet on the mat. Inhale, pressing into your palms, pressing into your shoulders. Lift your upper body, your torso up off of the mat, Sphinx Pose. Relaxing through the lower back. Sometimes here, in Sphinx Pose, you might feel a little pinching in the low back. And if that's the case, press your pubic bone down into the mat. And what that does, it shifts your sacrum just enough, your lower vertebrae, so that pinching, that pressure is taken off. So if you feel that, maybe think about just pressing that pubic bone down into the mat, lifting up and out of your shoulders. Couple more breaths here. One more inhale. Exhale, tuck your toes, send your hips back to Child's Pose. More traditional Child's Pose this time. Bring your knees together to touch, resting your chest onto your thighs. Deep belly breathing. Big inhale, rise to hands and knees. From hands and knees, make your way into a comfortable seated position. Maybe on your knees or cross-legged. Resting your palms on your knees or your palms at your heart center. Close your eyes. And taking this time to tune into yourself. Tuning into your practice and preparing yourself for your day, for what is next. Lifting your thumbs to your third eye. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today, and I look forward to practicing with you again in the future.